Hello, and welcome back to the Midterm Rental Mastery Show. My name is Tanishia Epps, and I am a real estate investor based in Richmond, Virginia. And today I'm going to talk to you about a new unit that I had set up. I'm going to walk you through the process of what I did. I'm going to show you what the unit looks like. And I'm going to run through strategies on how I picked this one up and something else that I'm working on. So as you can see, this is a fully staged midterm rental. This is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment. I already have one unit in this building, and I think that's the one that you guys have seen me show before. The cool part about that is that the person who's staying there is a travel radiology tech, and she started out with me in January and decided that she's going to extend until next January. So she's going to be with me for an entire year. So this particular unit also is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. I like the ones for travel medical, and sometimes it also works really well for people who are moving in and out of the area. Maybe it's only 2 people and maybe a baby or a small child, something of that sort. They're not going to stay here for an extended period of time, like 6 months or 8 months. It's usually 2 to 3 months, which is perfect for the types of stays that I do. So let's kind of walk through some of the things that I was able to get accomplished on this one. So remember, I told you I already have a unit in this building. The good thing is that I built a relationship with the property manager on site. They were one of the people who did not tell me no when I was first starting in the arbitrage model. Now, do I do arbitrage on a regular basis anymore? No, I don't. But one of the reasons is because I'm getting into a space where I really own more properties because I know how to purchase on creative finance. It was just a matter of defining what my client avatar was and what type of properties they would need. And you've heard me talk about that before. So this particular apartment, I was able to negotiate a very minimal security deposit startup. So I only had to give $300 to get started. Here's the cool part. Because I'm already a resident, because I have a unit, technically I referred myself. So I got them to agree to give me the referral fee to refer myself, which is $400. So I actually got paid $100 to take this unit by the apartment complex. And then on top of that, I was able to negotiate a month of free rent. So not only did they pay me $100, but also my first month is free. Now, the cool part about this is I actually had this one pre-booked before I ever even signed the lease because I knew that I could pick up a unit here. And I decided this time to work with a designer instead of doing it myself, just to work with them and see what the experience was. And I will say it was pretty positive. Now, some of the things about working with a designer, if you're doing midterm rentals versus short-term rentals, is just to make them understand that you're not trying to provide this massive vacation experience. You want something that's comfortable. You want something that's nice, and the person feels like they're at home. But you can't forget the small things like salt and pepper shakers, a toaster, a can opener, the things that you would normally have at home. I love bag clips. So I always ask for magnetic bag clips to put on the side of the refrigerator because those are things that I use at home. So those little things are really important when you're nuancing yourself from a short-term rental where people are just going to be in and out versus somebody who's going to stay with you for a little while. So my designer was able to get this unit set up in 2 days. Now, she pre-ordered furniture because we already had our move-in date. My guest is coming in tomorrow afternoon. And so this place is all ready for her to go. She's super, super excited. She actually sent me a text message yesterday thanking me for making this process so easy. So what I want to do is to walk through. I'm going to show you what the actual unit looked like because I recorded it on a video. And then we're going to talk about it as we go through. And, the big thing here is just to remember, you're giving people a comfortable experience. It doesn't have to be overly improved, but you still want to make it nice. I think one of my favorite things, honestly, is that the color coordination is really great. The bed is comfortable. There's really nice sheets. There's really comfortable blankets, and the couch was really cool to sit on. So let's do a walkthrough of the unit and I will show you exactly what it looks like. Okay, so hopefully you can see this. You see my shoe there at the bottom. So I always use this Be Our Guest because I like consistency and I want them to feel welcome. So let's do a quick walkthrough of the apartment. So they have digital door locks, even though they're not working right now. So when we enter, you can see the kitchen. You see the utensils that are sitting on the counter because I want someone to see everything that's available to them. The Keurig over in the corner was a nice surprise for me because I didn't actually know that the designer was buying that, which was cool. Now, if you saw, and I'm going to back up for a second, if you saw here, I always provide a welcome gift. Usually it's 2 mini Fiji bottle waters. By the way, they sell them at the Dollar Tree if you can find them for $1.25. And then I always provide something sweet and something salty. And I also have a welcome note that I leave for the guests. And I actually have that sitting on the counter now, but I took this video yesterday. So you'll see here, we're gonna do a walkthrough. I mean, how cute is this? It's super, super comfortable. Again, it's not over improved. We've got the TV, it's a 55-inch Roku TV, and we'll walk through the living space. You've got a washer and dryer inside the unit. You've got some really nice art on the walls. And you've got a full bath. I'm there in the camera. I really try hard not to be. A couple things in the closet. We just added a broom in today because it wasn't here yet. These towels are super comfy. You've got, again, it's cute. It's well designed. It's not overly improved. It's nice and it's simple. And then when we leave this room, we go into the bedroom. Now, again, you see you've got some design elements here, but it's not overboard. It's really, really comfortable and nice. We had the TV mounted on the wall by someone I found on Thumbtack at my last unit, and they set that up for me. So I didn't have to put pictures on the wall. My designer did that. I didn't have to hang the curtains. The person I found on Thumbtack did that, and he also hung the TVs. Super, super cool. And then we've got that closet. There's that blanket I told you, super comfortable. And so this is the apartment. I mean, if you think about it, is this really that hard for you to do? No. Source comfortable furniture, have nice pictures, have enough lighting, be a place that somebody would want to stay and be comfortable, but don't overthink it, okay? You don't have to overthink it. It's really not that complicated, and people are not waiting for you to be perfect, okay? So I wanted to share my newest location because we're kind of picking up here. And again, the part I was super excited the most was the fact that I already had it pre-booked. So again, you may hear me talk about Furnished Finder, right? That is where I found my guests. But the hint was I didn't wait for them to reach out to me. I reached out to them. And that's how I was able to get a booking ahead of time, because I am not afraid at this point. There was a day that I was afraid to call sellers and whomever else because, you know, I used to be an introvert. I picked up the phone and I made a phone call and I got a pre-booking. My guest paid the rent probably 3 weeks ago for a place that she's not coming in until tomorrow. So that is my newest apartment. Now, I can't wait to talk about my next project that I'm working on, which is I had to think about it. It's a 5-bedroom, 2.5, 3-bath house in North Carolina that I was able to pick up on Creative Finance. And for those of you that don't know about Creative Finance, you have seller financing where the seller becomes your bank. You have subject to where you can take over the payments on someone's mortgage and just make the payments on their behalf. And that's actually how I'm picking up that property. And it's also going to be a midterm rental. As a matter of fact, I've already talked to my designer in that location so that they can start planning so that when we're ready to do our closing next month, we're ready to get rolling. So that is all I wanted to share with you today about my newest location. Some things to think about as you're setting up your units. Again, this one is an arbitrage that I got paid $100. On top of that, I forgot to tell you. So I have a private lender who paid for all the furniture. So I am $0 out of pocket on this unit. As a matter of fact, technically I got paid to set up a new unit, and it's really, really exciting. So until next time, thank you for joining me on the Midterm Rental Mastery Show. And if you have questions or you'd like to schedule a consultation, my link is down in the description. I think that's what it's called. My link is in the description to schedule a consultation with me. I've also got some other cool links down in the bottom if you are interested in seeing what softwares I use or about insurance. Anything that I use, I have a link down in the bottom so you can check it out. And I'm still working on building out my Amazon store, so you'll have things that you can go and click on and research based on what my guests say that they love the most. So until next time, thanks again for tuning in, and I will see you on the next